With so many Filipinos in California, I don't think they cross the border too much. I have a family in San Diego. There's about 30 of them. I have my cousins and my aunt. They have never crossed the border. Guys, if you're watching this, come cross the border. See what you're missing because it's amazing over here. What up? You guys ready to cross the border?
Yup.
You ready? You ready? Food has no walls, guys. Hello, and we got the house. What do you guys think?
So nice.
It's great, right?
Yeah.
I can't get rid of it. Now my emotions running wild.
Oh man, I'm so happy over here in Baja Norte, just across the border of San Diego. California has the largest, population of Filipinos in the United States. It's an amazing state. And I'm from New York. We have a big, Filipino population there too in New York City, but California definitely has way more Filipinos than New York City. With so many Filipinos in California, I don't think they cross the border too much. And honestly, I don't see a lot of Filipinos come here in the valley. I'm not really sure why, because it's so close. I mean, I crossed the border by foot, and then essentially we drove 2 hours to get here. So it's really amazing. I have a family in San Diego. There's about 30 of them. I have my cousins and my aunts and their family members. And, they're big travelers too. They travel all over the world. They travel all over, the United States. But they have never crossed the border. Guys, if you're watching this, come cross the border. See what you're missing because it's amazing over here. And I do find it weird that not a lot of Filipinos who live in California cross the Mexican border, because Mexico and the Philippines are essentially very similar culture. And especially me coming from New York, Mexico is just right next door. So instead of going to the Philippines, which is about a 21-hour flight, I go to Mexico many times a year. It's much cheaper. It's easier to get to. I still make my trip to the Philippines, but I definitely make room for a couple of Mexico trips every year. Take a look at that mountain view, guys. Amazing. Look. Yes. This house that we Airbnb'd is huge. And I really got lucky to to be able to rent this place. Here in the wine valley, they grow different types of wines, but they grow it using kind of like a particular type of grape, which is right there. You have fields and fields of this, just like on the other the other valley over there. Guys, this is the wine valley. Look at it. It's amazing, isn't it? Check it out. This is where they make valley wine here in Valle de Guadalupe. Take a look at this, guys. Small peaches. They're not ready yet, but they're here. So for Filipinos out there, I definitely encourage you to come and check this place out. There is a... Oh, I thought... Did you hear that, guys? I thought it was like a bird, but no, it's like this line is producing like a bird sound. It's really dry. It's valley weather. Take a look. This is really like why grapes grow very well here, because it's the perfect kind of type of temperature. It doesn't get hot here. Like it gets hot, but it doesn't, it gets hot only up to like 80-85 degrees. It doesn't get any hotter than that. We are in peak summer. It's 82. And at night, it's really nice and cold. And you could see, like different types of boulders right there. It's a very boulderful place. I don't know if you can see that boulder over there, but there's huge boulders everywhere. This is part of the whole kind of Pacific plate going to the North American plate. It created the mountain range that you're seeing now. And And this mountain range goes all the way up to Canada as well. So, so that's why like the terrain in San Diego, in LA, if you go north of that, is very similar to here. The weather and the climate, you know, like in Northern California, is very different from the climate here in Southern California and Baja, Mexico. But the terrain in terms of the mountains, you know, the valley, the mountain, the ocean, is all the same all over the West Coast. I hope that you Filipinos who are watching me, please cross the border. It's really safe over here. I have zero problems, you know, crossing the border to Mexico. It's actually very quick. It's easier to when you cross back. It's easier to do it by foot. It usually takes me like 15 minutes. I have no hassle. I usually fly into San Diego too, so so I'm not doing an international flight. So it saves me a lot of money. So yes, Filipinos in America. Come join me. Come join and experience the amazing place of Baja California. This is Valle de Guadalupe. We're right next to Ensenada, which is like a place where a lot of cruise ships come. So, yeah, come over, drive around, enjoy the wine valley, and experience this amazing and beautiful place. Ciao, guys. Ollie, you're eating Tijuana's best chicken Caesar. Yay! Ramen, ramen. Look at mother. Look at mother with her food. Pescado. Wow, this is how I eat in Mexico, guys. That's why I come back all the time. Hola amigos, ¿qué tal? Mira. So how much do you guys like this house?
Like 10.
You're the best, Marc. You're the best.
10? 10?
It's not a
Yeah.
house, it's a ranch.
It's a ranch. Wow, look at that. This is how I vacation, guys.